Throughout Miraculous Ladybug, we have been getting to know Natalie better, a character that has become crucial to the plot of the series. With the recent chapters of the series, we are given to interpret that Nathalie Sancoeur may have a sad fate, ending up as Émile Agreste, or in more extreme cases, she may die. Today, we are going to talk about how Natalie may lose her life soon. There are many data that support this tragic event, so do not leave the video so that you can know what might happen. Comment the sad emoji if you think this theory is true. Leave the clown if the theory is a lie. Whoever doesn't subscribe to the channel loves Hawk Moth. Guess who this character is? The answers will be greeted in a new video. At the end of the video, I will greet the answers of the previous adventure. Miraculous is a series that likes to touch on controversial topics, but it does so in a subtle way so as to not cause controversy, and also so that the series does not receive negative criticism. Let's mention some examples. In one chapter, Marinette loses her life. In another chapter, the series reveals that Rose has a terrible disease. We have videos where we talk about these two topics. I'll leave you the links in the pinned comment. Go watch them because they are interesting. The Rose video is quite sad. The point here is that Miraculous is not afraid to talk about sensitive topics. In this case, it is not an exception either, since we are witnessing how a woman is endangering her health and her life solely for the love of a man who does not even love her the way she would like. Let's be honest with ourselves. Gabriel Agreste doesn't love Nathalie as a romantic partner. He just loves her as a friend. Loving a person as a friend and loving a person as a romantic partner are two extremely different things. Apparently, Nathalie does not care, since she knows perfectly well that Mr. Agreste still loves Émile. Despite this character continues to be complicit in the evil things Gabriel does, and in doing so, continues to slowly deteriorate her health. We are practically seeing how a character who was in perfect health went on to have lousy health for making bad decisions. However, the series does not let us see this clearly since it is aimed at youngsters, but it leaves to the imagination that today, Nathalie needs special help to be able to perform her needs. We have seen this woman so sick in so many episodes that we even say, "Poor Nathalie, I hope she gets better soon." The most absurd thing of all is that we say this when she is playing the role of the villain. You must be asking yourself, how did Nathalie get sick? The answer to your question can be found in the backstory of this character. As we already know, eventually the story developed to a point where Sancoeur decided to become even more involved in Mr. Agreste's evil plans. Nathalie started using the Peacock Prodigy, which was used by Adrian's mother. Precisely, this jewel is the culprit of Emily's coma. Miss Sancoeur made use of this jewel in the second season of the episode Mayura, Days of the Heroes Part 2. From the moment she saved Hawk Moth, the name of this villain is like the title of the episode, Mayura. From that moment on, we started to see how her health was falling more and more without any doctor being able to do anything to heal her. Looking at things from another angle, you end up with the conclusion that this woman has some kind of curse for using a broken Miraculous, and not a disease as many believe, since she has been hospitalized for a long time and simply does not recover completely. Since she started using the magic jewel, we have seen her use it to cause chaos in Paris on several occasions, even becoming the protagonist of multiple chapters where she was the main villain. For example, in the episode Ladybug, where she made Noir believe that a sentimonster was the real Ladybug. In some scenes of such chapters, we see that Nathalie gets seriously ill during the battle. The pains were so bad that she opted to cancel the mission since she could not go ahead with the plan, which ended up ruining Shadow Moth's evil plan. The symptoms of this curse were headaches, dizziness, fainting, and coughing fits. Common symptoms of the tiredness and fatigue that she carries, and that little by little took away her vital energy because of carrying a broken Miraculous. All these symptoms were just the beginning of something serious that was coming if she did not stop wearing the broken jewel. The worst was yet to come, and came in the New York special. Nathalie had to be hospitalized and stay in bed. From this point on, we saw that most of the 4th season episodes were on bed rest, and she did not move from her bed at any moment. Many people thought that she didn't get out of bed because she didn't want to. She was lazy. It was the opposite. She didn't move out of bed since she can't walk on her own. Nowadays, the only way for her to continue walking normally is to be assisted by a high-tech device that is placed on her hip and legs. She can't walk without this device. Wherever she goes, she has to wear it. One thing that makes this series unique is that it gives little hints about what will happen in the future. I'll mention an event that proves it. For a long time, a theory has been circulating that Emily used the Miraculous of the Peacock. And now that the story has developed even more, it turns out to be true. And in the episode Multiplication of the 5th season, they confirmed that she really used this prodigy. If you want to know a little more about this in the pinned commentary, I'll leave you a video where we talk about this topic. In this situation, I strongly believe that this series is doing the same with this character. It is preparing us for something big that is coming in the future. In a past episode of the 4th season, we saw a clue that makes you think a lot. In one scene, Nathalie was in bed and my future husband brought her something to eat. As a decoration, he had a mysterious flower next to the food. This flower is crucial to this theory. According to a small but exhaustive investigation, it resembles a Laelia autumnalis, one of the many orchid species around the world. This little flower apparently represents death and destruction. The flower grows between the month of October and the beginning of November in Mexico. And one of the things that accredit this representation is the fact that Mexico celebrates El Día de los Muertos in October. For those who do not know what Día de los Muertos is, it is like the Mexican version of Halloween, but in this case, Mexican culture takes this day to remember those people who have passed away. If we take what the flower represents and complement it with all the health problems she has, you will realize what the series is trying to tell us all. Nathalie will close her eyes soon. We are going to lose her. Or maybe she will end up in a coma. Although everything indicates that everything is going from bad to worse, there is a little light at the end of the tunnel. Nathalie can get her health back if she does things right. In the first episode of the 5th season, we briefly learn that the only cure she has is for someone to go back in time with the idea of stopping Nathalie from using the broken prodigy, or exchanging the broken jewel for the same miraculous one that was repaired in the 4th season. By doing this action, all the health problems will disappear from one moment to another. I believe that for this reason, she agreed to continue helping Gabriel to pull off his evil plan to be close to the jewel that can help her go back in time. In fact, she has even gone so far as to want to obtain the miraculous of creation and destruction herself, so that she can save herself by leaving Gabriel aside. However, her illness does not prevent Nathalie from striving to care for and watch over Adrian's well-being, as seen in the Season 5 episode Passion. Even though she wears robotic legs, she jumps against Gabriel, leaving him against the table as soon as Adrian leaves the kitchen. Let me clarify that this is just a theory that is pretty sad but very accurate. So far, this adventure has ended. Don't forget to watch the video I left in the first comment. Greetings to everyone who participated in the last video. My name is Ciara, and we'll hear from each other in a new video. Bye!